Hi there and welcome at lesson number 34, Find a Melody. Do you know that problem that you get nice chords but you don't know which melody to play on that? Well, let's talk about this in this lesson and let me give you some tricks for that. So, what is the easiest melody? Well, the easiest melody is to play a tonica if it comes to C. There are songs that work like that. I'll give you an example. How simple is that? Songs like Rock Around the Clock, they work like that. So this is just a tonica playing a solo. And so as you can see here, you play C as well here. And then you have F here. But you remain with this C note. And as you can see, it is the fifth note of the F chord. So this gives you already an idea of two notes that you can use in your melody. So if you play C, there's some kind of a melody sprouting there. So this works. And then you can go, if you do a simple chord pattern like C, F, G, you can play around with the tonica of C, F and G and also the fifth of C, F and G. So you can play around with this. See, there's something growing there. So what can you do else to find other notes that you can add up to your chords? Well, let's go back to our rock and roll. So what do we have from chords here? We have seventh chords. Well, what can you do? It's very simple. If you have a C chord, why not playing with the seventh, why not playing those notes as melody? How does that sound? Hey, it's almost a melody, this. F. So yeah, this is interesting. So when you have a major chord, don't hesitate to use those notes to play solo. Look at this. It's a C. You see? Very simple. So use the notes that you have in your C chord. So now I'll give you other tricks to make it more interesting. So what do we hear? We add this note here. So this is a transition note. How can you find transition notes? Well, start with the key in which you play. So when I look to the C key, we have, so you do the same thing with F. So then you go to a melody. Basically, you can use every note that is in the right key. So now let me give you another example of a ballad. Here we go. So what do I hear? I use the C key and I add to my melody another note. So what do I hear? That sounds like actually a quite simple melody. So how does it work? And now you see how you can play melody with while playing chords, because you can do this, of course. But that's not so interesting. When you know very well your chords, like just start with 3 simple chords like C, that you can play also like this, and like this, and like this. You can take for the idea that the highest note is the melody. You see? So why don't I do this? Like here you see that you get your 7th of your quint of C, so G. You see? So actually I create a chord, and here I have G7. You can add your 3rd to that. So why not trying to play your key of C with those 3 chords? When you get acquainted to that, you can add up little melodies with your little finger here, like so. This is often done in melodies. And you can do this the other way around, of course. Up. See? This spice up your melody a little bit. You can do this also with more notes, eh? So why not going 1 note up? This is also an idea to add a little bit spice to your melody. So a nice trick is to use the 2nd in melodies with the quint. Let me show you. You see this feeling? So if you want to make it a little bit nostalgic, ballad, use the major 7, use the 2nd, and also use the 5th. So play the G chord with the C bass. This is also nice for a melody. If you know that you want to end up with this note, play your C chord with a G bass. And you see, if you have that habit to do this, you can, with your fingers here, you can add very quickly that little adding that change your melody. So let's see now how we can do this. If you don't have ideas for melodies, start with the tonica. So, and go to the 5th. So if you want to end your song, you can also end it on your tonica. That's a good idea. If you don't know which note to end, look at this. So they will definitely end on that tonica to get that finished. So that's also a little trick. So now let's play around a little bit. So in order to find a nice melody on a quiet song. This is also a technique, go up. It's very nice to do those little things. Just take 2 bass notes and try to play your chords here with those little addings. You will see that in no time you will get more acquainted by choosing melodies, by improvisation, do things that you want to do. How about minor keys? It's the same story. If you want to make it sad, just raise your tonica 1 note. If you now I'm playing around with the G minor chord, F minor, you see? Then add your 9th, your major 9th. Oh, then it becomes really sad. So this is F minor, but then with the 9th. When you want to make it sad, always works. So this is B flat minor, but you add that 9th. You see? So little things that you can add up to melodies, especially when you use black keys, but you can also do it with white keys, is those Let's do it on white keys. And then you can add that if you would like. Does this work in minor? Of course. So start from your tonica and those 3 notes. And also what you can do is play around with chords and in other orders. So for example, this is your chord going down, you see? That may remind you a famous song, huh? So this is an idea. Another way to do this is if you want to have touching songs, like a little bit like this, huh? This is the major 7, and what they do is tonic, quint, 3rd, major 7. Sus, 4th. Also a nice way to spice up your melodies. So of course I will do another video on this, but play around and you will see that you will get your melody, and it's very interesting. Just a little last trick that I will show you in the video is when you play a melody, you can go down a little bit and at the end you can go up. So for instance, now I go down. Now I go up, you see. So then you can transit to a so at the end you saw this down going, but you can also go up, so there's no problem. So enjoy. I hope that you liked the video and see you next time. Bye bye.